Look, don't shoot me. I'm just a messenger. Now, many of us men, we want blessings, but we ignore the very first instruction God ever gave man. Now, before God gave Adam a woman, before he gave him a family, even before sin came into the world, he gave man a job. And if you miss this, listen, you're going to miss your entire purpose. What is going on, my beautiful family? You already know who it is. It's your boy Charlie Mack. Welcome back. Today we are going to be breaking down the one responsibility that God gave man in the Garden of Eden and why this one instruction still separates the real leaders from lost men. Now, make sure you stay to the end because I'm going to show you how this Eden assignment exposes where men fall today. Now, we're going to start by getting the understanding that God did not just place Adam in the garden, he assigned him to the garden. Because if you look at Genesis 2 verse 15, it says, "The Lord took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden for him to work it and keep it." Now, there was two demands. One was work it, which means cultivate, develop, build it, and improve it. This means Adam's job wasn't just to receive blessings, but to take what God gave him and make it better. You see, if a man can't cultivate anything, whether that be his mind, his body, his gifts, or even relationships, what he is doing, despite what anybody says, is violating the very first command that God ever gave to man. Now, his second command was to keep the garden kept. Now, to keep the garden kept means to protect, to guard, and to maintain order. You see, Adam's job was not just to be a gardener. His job was to be a watchman. You see, Eden was a sacred place, and his role was to guard it from anything that was going to threaten God's order. But here's the twist. The serpent did not get to Eve first. He got into the garden because Adam wasn't watching it. Look, guys, the reality is the attack didn't start with Eve. It started with Adam's failure to protect the space that God told him to guard. All right, number 2, responsibility came before relationship. Before Adam ever met Eve, God said work, guard, and obey. This means no woman can fix what a man refuses to manage. God gave man work before he gave him a wife. You see, the problem is too many men want a Proverbs 31 woman while living like a pre-assignment Adam. All right, let's move to number 3. God gave man boundaries. If you look at Genesis 2 verses 16 to 17, it says, God said, "You may eat freely, just do not eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil." When a man refuses boundaries, he becomes chaos, but when he honors boundaries, he can be trusted. Eden was maintained through purpose, which was work, protection, which is keeping things kept, and obedience, which is having boundaries. If your life is out of order, if your finances are out of control, if your relationships are chaotic, or even if your spirit is empty, it's because one of Adam's responsibilities are being neglected. You see, every man gets tested in 3 Eden assignments. 1, did you cultivate what I gave you? 2, did you protect it from the enemy? And 3, did you honor my boundaries? This is why a lot of men feel lost. They're trying to ask God for new blessings while not storing the first ones. All right, men, let me ask you this. What is one area in your life that you know God told you to cultivate, but instead you've been allowing to fall apart? And which one of Adam's responsibilities is your biggest challenge? Working, guarding, or staying within God's boundaries? If you want any more biblical breakdowns that hit hard and that's calling you higher, please press like, please press subscribe. Until then, keep your head on the swivel, love yourself, and only help who wants to be helped. I love y'all.